Hey there, filthy animals. Mr. Dirty back with another episode of the GTM show. And today we've got frozen pizza back on the show by way of that Dr. Oetker Virtuoso and their thin and crispy line of pizzas. The last time we checked out, I think it was just a cheese pizza. This time around, we're checking out the signature spinach. So there's the package you're looking for. If you're looking for this in stores, take all that in. And remember, they got the little thing on the back. I'm looking at it right now. It says, what you see on the outside, you get on the inside. And last time we had a pretty good representation going on here of the frozen job. But I'm kind of wondering, because on the front, it does show like cooked up spinach. You know, it starts off like leaf right off a bush. And then, yeah, it kind of, after you cook it, it shrivels up and looks like the shit that Popeye eats. Alright, so on the back of the box here, we got like a little write-up going on. I believe that talks about the crust, ingredients, and stuff like that going on. And over here we got our nutrition fact chart. Go ahead and pause the screen and read any of this information if you're interested. Below that, we've got our list of ingredients. Same thing. And go on over here, we've got cooking instructions. We do have this going in the conventional oven at 425 degrees for 12 to 14 minutes. Now on the box here, they're describing the signature spinach pizza as farm-grown leafy spinach, 100% real mozzarella, our signature sauce, and swirls of heavy garlic sauce. And once again, there's that picture on the box right there. And inside the box, you're going to find this shrink-wrapped frozen pizza. And that answers my question right there about the cooked spinach versus leaf spinach. It looks like we got chopped leaf spinach right there. So it is going to shrivel up as it cooks and sinks into what they're calling the swirls of garlic sauce. Of course, we got to take the plastic wrap off of it to cook it. So I've done so to give you a better look at the beforehand product right there. So I'm going to go sling this into the oven for, last time we did 12 minutes, and that seemed to be a little overdone. So I might go a little less. I'm going to check on it between like 10, 11 minutes, and yeah, if it's not too browned up, I might just pull it out. So I'm going to do all that, and we're going to come back and see what we got. Stick around. Alright guys, we're back. We've got our Virtuoso signature spinach thin and crispy pizza out of the oven, where I did let it run in there for 11 minutes. I didn't let it go 12 to 14 like they said. We did start to see a little bit of browning in the center and around the edges, so I figured, yeah, it was time. And this is what I got. So, boom, there you go, right there. I haven't even cut it yet. You can see that little bit of browning I'm talking about right there in the middle and around the edges. So, yeah, I didn't want it to be completely cracker crust. You can see on the bottom, we can probably like crack this thing in half right now. I did want it to be a little bit chewy on the inside, which we learned how to do last time we checked out these guys on the show. But yeah, looking pretty good. Nice and fresh looking. And I would say, yeah, it's a pretty good representation of what we saw on the box. Alright, let me chop this up and we'll taste a slice. Alright, got a slice on the hook right there. Down the hatch. Oh, surprise, surprise. What I thought was browning in the middle of the pizza, turns out it's red sauce. So out here I was expecting like a really strong garlic flavor to come hit me in the mouth. And it was really bland. Like a very mild flavored pizza, to be honest with you. You still get the flavor of the spinach, but it's not as pronounced as I thought it would be either. I'm still getting pizza sauce flavor going on there, yeah. Alright, so I went ahead and finished off that slice. And I gotta tell you, the mozzarella cheese, the shredded mozzarella cheese that we're seeing this time around, it's practically flavorless. So between that and the spinach, it's completely getting overtaken by the pizza sauce flavor and a little bit of like a floury, kind of yeasty flavor that the crust has. It almost seems like that cheese and spinach is on this for like texture. Where last time we didn't have shredded mozzarella cheese, we had the slabs. And that did have a slight salty, kind of cheesy flavor to it. So it leads me to believe that the shredded mozzarella and the slab mozzarella that we've seen on the two different pizzas from these guys are not cut from the same cloth. So even though that wasn't browning I saw on the cheese, I'm still glad I pulled it out when I did, because I think if I would have let it go the entire 12 minutes, it would have been botched. This crust is perfect right now. It's got, you know, the perfect amount of crispiness that you would want on the outside, a little crusty. But right past that is a nice chewy inside. It's gripping all the toppings very nice. There is a slight hint of garlic flavor going on there, but it's not much, you know. And they talked about swirls of a hearty garlic sauce going on the top there. I expected more. but it is there. Just kind of riding passenger in the back seat. Overall, I probably wouldn't see myself buying this again, but it's not offensive. It's actually pretty tasty. You know, I could probably see myself finishing up a few more slices of this for dinner. So I'm going to give this a high 3 out of 5. So I can think of at least 2 better spinach pizzas or even pesto pizzas that are on the market right now that I would go to before this one. But yeah, not bad. Virtuoso, thin crispy crust, signature spinach pizza. Hey, if you're into that kind of thing, give it a try. I'm Mr. Dirty, this is GTM, so don't forget you can buy Knucklehead shirts and hoodies down in the description. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TheRealMrDirty. As always, get out of here and go have a rotten day.